Hello, welcome back to All About Rava, a channel that is all about me and my life and where I get to play with the content that I upload. Today is a significant day and I didn't want to go without recording a little bit of content. I got let go from my job that I've had for almost 4 years, and I've been doing this job pretty regularly. I've been pretty dedicated to it, and it seemed like it was the thing that was coming and that was looming over me for a couple of months. You know, when you have an inclination or you have an intuition about what's coming and you have the anxiety as you anticipate this event. I've been feeling that for a couple of months, and without any clear vision, without any clear understanding of where I sat, right? I have had this experience before in corporate culture where it seems like everything is fine, and then all of a sudden things turn for the worse. In my case, it just meant that I was let go. I wasn't placed on a performance review. I wasn't given the signs that I have to step my game up in a specific way. Things were very vague, and then all of a sudden today I get the news that I have been let go. I'm lucky enough to have my finances in order where I don't have to work for a whole year, right? It will deplete a lot of my savings, a lot of my investments, but it does give me this sense of certainty and stability, and I'm very happy for that. And as we talk, a blue jay just stopped. Blue jays are one of my signs of spirit, you know, that everything's gonna be okay. So I feel okay right now. I feel stable. Today's the first day. It feels like I'm letting things sink in. I have been in a place like this before where I have been let go and I was panicking. I wasn't in the same financial situation where I could support myself if I needed to. I maybe had 3 months of savings accumulated if I reduced my expenses, and that was fine and dandy, but then it put the pressure on me to really get my next job. I've been blessed and gifted enough to be able to procure jobs and employment as I need them, you know, with a lot of stress, with a lot of anxiety. And because I'm no longer in that place that I was before, that place of uncertainty, that place of instability, it feels like I can take my time and consider my options. I'm going through a lot of transitions right now, and it feels like I'm given this opportunity, that this door just closed and there are many more that are opening now. It feels like to me, I don't have an idea of what that looks like. I don't know who's calling. I don't know what's coming, but what I do know is that I'm going to be taken care of. I know that even when it gets dark, that I will be okay. I feel it in my heart. My head and my mind are trying to communicate to me that we have to move, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have to check this off the list, we have to make sure that we call this person and that person, and my heart seems to be steering where I am right now. It seems to tell me that there is something coming, and I have to just wait and see, prepare, and continue down the path that's being shown for me. I feel very blessed. And I'm very grateful because I don't have this sense of panic. While the world around me is burning and it feels like the structures that we are so comfortable with are being dismantled and are collapsing beneath our feet, it feels like out of that, I'm blooming into this more secure and stable person that I never knew myself to be. I've spent a lot of my 20s in uncertainty, not knowing who I was, not knowing what I wanted. And I'm not saying that it's completely perfect now, and I'm not saying that I know what I want now, but I am saying that it feels like I am stable enough and I have a strong enough foundation that I'm able to move forward with my head held high, with the understanding that I have community and people who are standing behind me, which, like, it makes me want to cry because I couldn't say that before, you know? I couldn't say that before with certainty. And it's like we find ourselves again in this cycle of being pushed into a new realm, a new dimension. And what's being asked of us is to remain in trust, to stay in the trust that you will be taken care of. Oftentimes when everything is crumbling around us, we despair, we panic as a collective, right? As a humanity, we despair. And right now, it's the time to stay steady in the trust that you have within yourself, the trust that you have in your community. I hope that you are and have continued to cultivate your community in ways that afford you the feeling of not being so alone during this process. It feels like it's gonna be okay, you know, even if I don't know, even if there's a mystery behind what's happening spiritually and in the ether. You may not fully know what's going on, but you can really rely on that feeling, that heart space that is telling you, hey, it's gonna be okay, you can take it easy, you don't have to rush, we're going to take care of you. That reminder is everything. As the days pass by and my emotions flux and my mood changes, I'm sure that I will have moments where it feels impossible. I'm sure that I'm gonna have moments where I feel like nothing is working out and I'm being tested and I'm being challenged, and my stability and my emotional strength and my belief in myself is going to be tested. And I wanna be able to record this moment right off the jump so that I can look back to this video, and I hope that you, fellow viewer, get something out of this too, where if you're going through a dark moment in your life where a door has closed and it threatens the stability of your life, that you can reach out. Maybe reach out to me, I'll respond. Maybe reach out to your friends. Don't do this alone. The world wants you to believe, the demons, the powers that be, they want you to believe that you are alone, and you're not. But you're not going to know that you're not lonely through this process if you're not vulnerable, if you don't ask for help and you are vocal about it, and that you speak from the heart. I'm learning, and I've learned to speak from the heart and let people know, hey, I'm struggling with the idea of facing economic and financial instability. Can you help me? Have you heard of an opportunity? Is there a gig that I can do? That's another conversation for another day, about our willingness to get the job done or try to get the money that we need to survive, and having to humble, or not even humble, but remove the pride of the work that you have to do, or you feel like you have to do in order to feel like the money is worth it, and really get the work done, right? There's no shame in cleaning bathrooms, there's no shame in picking up trash, and it's honest and good work. And if that's what we have to do, that's what you have to do to keep it going. There are shifts in the ether spiritually that we are feeling now materially in this world, in the matrix, and we have to brace ourselves, but also remember that we are fortified enough to keep it going. I hope that you believe in yourself the way that I am leaning into that belief in myself, that you know that you can lead yourself to a place of true understanding of what this journey is going to be, and that the divine you truly got yourself, you know. It's hard to do sometimes, but I hope you can come back to this video, and speaking to myself as well, as a reminder that it's going to be okay. Try not to panic and take it one step at a time. We got you. We got you. Until next time, we'll talk soon. Ciao.